Good morning, Eagles. I'm Titus, and here at Jenkins, our mission is to be prompt, polite, and prepared. And our vision is that each student graduates with the skills necessary to be successful in a college or a career. And on today's show, we will be talking all about mental health. Ethan will be talking about depression, Justin will be talking about anxiety, and Gerald will be talking about counseling and therapy. So stay tuned because ENN starts now.
Hey, welcome back to this week's Name That Tune. I really enjoyed the last couple weeks. All the answers coming in. It's been a good time. I've also enjoyed buying lunch. That's my own personal account. I'm buying lunches for one teacher and one student every week. So this week the genre is going to be country. Next week it will be something else. So here is this week's song. Remember, if you know this tune, make sure you send me the name and the artist, either yourself through an email or through your teacher via email. First come is the winner on it. You got to have both the name and the artist. So here's this week's song. That's it. If you know the name of that song, go ahead and email me right now. Have a great rest of the week, everybody.
Let's see what's going on here at GJ. Youth and Government is meeting every Monday in Miss Bork's room. Also, the National Honor Society has begun sending out invitations, so please check your email inside of Schoology. Depression affects around 6.7% of Americans, with people between the ages of 18 through 25 being the most affected. Let's go to Ethan to hear more.
Many people struggle with depression, but do we really know the full details of it? I'm Ethan Holcomb from ENN, here to explain more. Depression is a mood disorder that is caused by a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. It may affect how you feel, think, and behave. You may have trouble doing your normal day-to-day activities and sometimes feel as if life isn't worth living for. Depression can make you feel anxious, restless, and sad on the inside. It affects about 30% of teens in the world. This can be caused by anything from trauma to bullying, abuse, and not eating the right things. Researchers believe that this is caused by imbalances in certain chemicals in your brain called neurotransmitters. If you have depression, you can go to a doctor and go to therapy to resolve your issues. You can also go to social groups to talk to people that struggle with you. Well, depression is no joke. I'm Ethan Holcomb from ENN, signing off.
Thanks, Ethan. Depression affects lots of Americans, but so does anxiety, affecting around 40 million U.S. citizens. And though it can be easily treated, only around 37% of people seek the treatment. But let's go to Justin to hear more.
Some things that give me anxiety is pressure from school and having to do work. And really a big thing is the looming thought of failure. That's something really big for me. I don't want to fail, or I don't want to make someone believe I failed. All in all, I want to be somebody. You know, I don't want to be some kind of shadow that people only think is good for nothing. Really, I just try to take my mind off it as fast as possible. So I play games, or I, like look at a wall or something, but as long as something takes my mind off of whatever's keeping me down, it should be all right. Well, anxiety itself, when it gets to me, nothing can really help. More or less, I just sit there and I kind of push it out of the way. And usually that deals with me coughing and gagging, which is a weird thing, but it's sort of new. It just starts happening. So then that makes me think, oh, maybe I should stop coughing and gagging. And then I'm not really anxious anymore because I'm not worried about anything.
Thanks, Justin. Though depression and anxiety can be treated, people might be worried about going to get counseling or therapy because they're afraid to get judged or looked down upon. Let's go to Jared to hear more.
According to the National Institute of Mental Health, nearly 1 in 5 Americans lives with a mental illness ranging from mild to severe. However, most people have never seen a therapist in their lives. And this is a big issue too, because when we allow these problems to go unchecked, the consequences can be considerably negative for the individual. You see, a big misconception about talk therapy is that the service isn't confidential, or you don't need it if you have a support circle. But the truth is that counseling is a service designed to help the individual navigate day-to-day life problems as well as long-term issues. But unfortunately, the therapeutic process is not an instant fix. It's just that, an ongoing process that takes cooperation between therapists and clients to provide clarity, to provide support for whatever problems you may be dealing with. If you're still doubtful, let's take a look at the numbers. Various studies from respected institutions like Johns Hopkins and APA report that regular therapy visits have two major effects. Firstly, talking with your therapist has been proven to lower the risk of suicide significantly. In addition, studies largely show that the benefits of therapy continue to grow even after treatment is ended. So please, if you're ever battling anything mentally, don't be afraid to talk to your therapist. It could be life-changing. I'm Jarrett from ENN, signing off.
Thanks, Jarrett. That's all for today, Eagles. We hope you learned more about mental health. I'm Titus, signing off of ENN.